Welcome to Hope's Homemade Kitchen. Today we're making white chicken chili. This is a delicious one-pot meal that's great any time of year, but especially good in the winter. Now this is a wonderful spicy chili that's a great alternative to your heavier beef chilies. And you can top it off with so many delicious toppings like cheese, jalapeños, your favorite tortilla strips, or even some cornbread. So let's get started and I'll show you the ingredients. The ingredients for the white chicken chili are chicken breast. You could also use rotisserie chicken, chicken stock, onions, garlic, peppers, and jalapeños, which are optional, chili powder, ground cumin, dried cilantro, salt and pepper, 2 15-ounce cans of white beans. I'm using Great Northern beans, 2 small 4-ounce cans of diced green chilies, about 1.5 cups of fire roasted corn. I'm using the kind from Trader Joe's, and about 1/2 block of cream cheese to finish it. Okay, I'm going to get started by chopping my vegetables. I'm using 1.5 onions just because I had an onion, half of an onion still left over. Now for white chicken chili, I like using kind of the lighter peppers like the yellow and orange ones, but you could use any kind of pepper or bell pepper. And I had 1/2 of a jalapeno left. I'll seed it first so it's not too spicy. Okay, I've got my onions, peppers, and the jalapeno. I'll do 2 to 3 cloves of garlic. Now you can use fresh garlic like this, or you can use the stuff that comes in the jars is just fine. Or you could even use garlic powder. You can mince it with a knife, or you can use a garlic press. Okay, now I'm going to cut up my chicken breast into bite-sized pieces. And you can cook your chicken breast a number of different ways for this. You could use a rotisserie chicken, that would be just fine, and then just shred it. You could cook it in the oven, like if you're just using chicken breast or chicken pieces, you could season it and cook it in the oven and then shred it. I'm just cutting it into bite-sized pieces, no shredding needed, and we'll cook it right in the pot, so it ends up being just a one-pot meal, which is always good, and you don't want to mess up a bunch of dishes to clean. Now this makes a large pot, so feel free if you don't want to use this much, then you can certainly half the recipe, cut it down a little bit, not use as much chicken. This freezes very well, so it's always a convenience as well if you cook ahead. Then you can just take it out of the freezer, thaw it during the day, warm it up at night. Okay, I'm going to wash my hands and then we're going to season this up a little bit. I'm just going to add in some salt and pepper just to give it some basic initial seasoning, and then we'll season the whole pot later. We'll put in our seasonings. Okay, next we're going to go over to the stove and start cooking our vegetables. Okay, I'm going to turn my heat on medium-high. I'm going to just spray my pan with a little bit of olive oil to get those vegetables cooking. Just add them all in. All right, I'm just going to cook these until they become soft and the onions are translucent. Okay, those onions are really cooked down. You see they've gotten very soft, so we'll add in our garlic now. And we'll cook that 1 to 2 minutes until it becomes very fragrant and you can really smell the garlic. Add in a little more olive oil, then I'll add in my chicken. Now it'll take a bit to get that chicken cooked. It doesn't have to be 100% cooked because you're going to continue to cook it in the liquids for a while longer. I'm going to put the lid on and we'll cook it a little bit longer, then we'll add in all of our liquids and other ingredients. That chicken is cooking and making quite a bit of juice. I'm going to go ahead and add in a 32-ounce carton of chicken stock. I've drained and rinsed 2 15-ounce cans of white beans. I'm using Great Northern beans. You can use any kind of white bean. I have 2 4-ounce cans of diced green chilies. These are not super spicy, but if you want less spice, maybe just add 1 can. I'm going to add in about 8 ounces of fire roasted corn, about a half a bag. This is the Trader Joe's roasted corn. They're very flavorful and perfect for adding to soups. Now for my seasonings, and all of these seasonings are just kind of to your taste, I'm adding in 1 tablespoon of dried cilantro, 2 teaspoons of chili powder, and a teaspoon of cumin. I'm going to start with about a teaspoon of salt, and then we'll add in a little black pepper. Now, if you prefer shredded chicken, my recommendation would be to either use the rotisserie chicken or cook your chicken in the oven, season it, oil it, cook it in the oven till it's cooked all the way through, and then just shred it with a fork. I like these kind of bite-sized pieces, chunky chicken. So as it cooks, the white beans in there are actually going to be kind of starchy and kind of thicken it up. The next day, you'll see that it's thickened up a little bit. So you might even need to add more chicken broth or water to thin it out. So I'm going to put the lid on and we'll cook it for a little while. And then before we're ready to serve it, we'll add in some cream cheese. You could also use heavy cream. This chili has been cooking for about 30 minutes. And I just wanted to show you what I typically do. I take my potato masher, and if I just want to mash in those beans a little bit and maybe break up the larger pieces of chicken, I'll just use a potato masher to do that. And then now at this point, I'd cut the heat down, and I'm going to be adding in 4 ounces of cream cheese. Now this is completely optional. You can eat it just like this, but the cream cheese just adds a little bit of extra creaminess, and the potato masher helps to break up that cream cheese as well. Now before you dish it up to serve it, you want to give it one last taste to see if it needs any additional seasonings. That's delicious. I don't think there's anything that's needed there. All of your seasonings are to taste. If you wanted to add more salt or pepper, or spice it up a little bit even more, it's just the right amount of spice for me. All right, let's dish this up. Look how creamy that looks. Okay, doesn't this look wonderful? Just any kind of toppings you would like. Of course you need cheese. Some sour cream right on top, a little bit of avocado, and a few slices of jalapeno. Now you can certainly add all of your other tortilla chips, anything you like on there, but I think this is looking good. Let's give it a taste test. Okay, now for the taste test of the white chicken chili. That has just the right amount of spice. It's very creamy with that finishing of the cream cheese. The chunks of chicken in there are awesome. That is so good. This is just the way I like it, and I really hope you make it. Thank you so much for joining me today on Hope's Homemade Kitchen as we made white chicken chili. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit the bell for notification of more videos to come. Share this with your friends who may like home cooking. We'll see you next time.